One of the most highly anticipated games from Rockstar has been Bully 2, the much anticipated sequel to the original Bully game that came out. And I think that people out there are really hoping to see a continuation of this franchise. But it's been, pretty much confirmed at this point that Rockstar Games was in development with Bully 2, but then they had creative differences or they kind of felt that they didn't really see where it was going as far as the story is concerned and such, and so they canceled the title. And so with that, I want to talk today in this last segment of the show about Bully 2 and why this game should exist. So let's talk about it. Guys, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts about this in particular. If you guys think that Bully 2 should come out, if it should not come out, I'd love to hear in the comment section below. But to start here, guys, one of the big things that I think kind of set Bully apart was it's very unique. It's different. It was a different kind of title, and I think that made it somewhat special. I think that in all, guys, this series, or I really should say just this game, single game, Bully, when I played it, I didn't like it that much. I thought it was okay, right? But I know that it had a real big following of people that really enjoyed Bully. And so what I'm getting at is, number one, one of the big reasons why it should exist is because there's a fan base behind it. And so it should exist because, look, there's a following here. And obviously, if there's creative differences over at Rockstar, or they just didn't see where the story was going, I would understand why they would move on to something else. But I think that this should at least get a chance. Bully 2 should have a chance at least to see the light of day, see what happens in a Bully 2. And if it's not that great, well, guess what? You still have the original Bully, and then they can kind of say we're done with this IP. I just think that it's an IP that still has a pretty solid fan base. So that's kind of number one. Number two is, guys, look, this game came out a while ago, that being Bully, and I think it's time. We know that Rockstar takes their time with each of their, games, but I think it's important that with Bully, they could, without a doubt, with the updated graphics, next generation of consoles and things of that nature, could drastically improve the experience of Bully in a major way. And I think that Bully 2, maybe they didn't want it to be super, they wanted to be controversial, but they thought it would actually hurt the title. Every one of their titles, guys, has controversy, and we all know this, but maybe Bully 2, they were thinking this is just going to have way too much. It's going to be way over the top. It's hard to say, but I think that Bully 2, at the end of the day, should see the light of day because this is, like I said, very different. I think the updated graphics would be something, something really special to witness. And we know Rockstar up to this point have done an incredible job really raising the bar with their different titles as far as the graphics are concerned. The next thing, guys, is what else is Rockstar thinking about working on? So obviously we've got Red Dead Redemption 2, which was absolutely incredible in my opinion. You got GTA 6, which is allegedly going to be the next thing coming out. And then what's after that, though? Are we talking Max Payne 4, which I think is probably what's going to be coming out next if Bully 2 doesn't come out? But other than that, you got LA Noire. Are they going to make an LA Noire 2? Maybe. I don't think that fan base is as big as Bully's. I might be wrong about that, but I feel like Bully's fan base is bigger than that of LA Noire's. You also got Manhunt. You've got a number of different games out there, but I don't think they're going to come back with a Manhunt. I think that it's hard to say whether or not they're going to come out with an LA Noire 2. I would like to see it, but I just don't know if that is something that's going to happen. And Max Payne, it makes sense because Max Payne's probably the next one up as far as having the biggest fan base outside of GTA as well as Red Dead Redemption. So Max Payne might be next. But I think that maybe just because they canceled what they were currently working on with Bully 2 doesn't necessarily mean that they would never come back to it in the future. So if you're a big Bully fan, guys, I don't think that you should write it off just yet, saying that it's never going to come out. Because I think there's a possibility. It comes down to the fan base at the end of the day, us voicing our opinion that we want this game made. And then a lot of times the developers will actually listen to those if there's a big enough movement around it. So the next thing is, guys, is Bully 2 would kind of continue the legacy and the lore and such, the story of Bully. I think a lot of us want to see where the story would end up going, from one extreme to the next and kind of just seeing where the story could possibly go. I know they were talking about maybe going to college or something in Bully 2, but ultimately, I really think that they have something special here. And Maybe it just isn't supposed to be as extreme as the first one. Maybe it's supposed to be more extreme. Maybe they just don't have the story together in a way in which they feel confident. But the fact of the matter is that they were working on it, that being Rockstar Games. And so I think that gives you some hope that, okay, they were working on it. It's still in the back of their minds. So there's a good chance that maybe, just maybe, they'll bring it out at a later date. But that being said, guys, it's all speculation at this point. Why it should exist, though, are for all those reasons I just mentioned. And I think having like co-op modes, having some multiplayer modes, some very unique things that you could maybe do with this franchise moving forward. Like I said, it would kind of continue that story, continue the lore, and continue building the fan base of Bully, which, like I said, has been growing at a rapid rate ever since the original Bully came out. But let me know, guys, in the comment section below, do you guys want to see a Bully 2? And if you do, let me know what you guys want to see in it. And do you think it should exist, or do you think it shouldn't exist? Let me know what you guys think. And for more Bully 2 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.